3-point for the Boilermakers. We're all knotted at 9. Another float serve from Otek. Quick over from Libbs, kept alive. Now it's going to be Newton. Quigley keeps it up. Libbs goes back to Kinderman. Kinderman long, just past the back line. And the Boilermakers take their first lead of the day. Good swing there by Otek. Kinderman dug by Hornung. Meg Renner is in to set for Purdue, so we wondered earlier how deep. 7-6 Purdue. Shifley again at Hornung. Again, a tough ball. Renner keeps it alive. Roll shot from Cleveland. Good slide there from Montgomery. Cook. Again long. Another deep ball at Hornung. Another set to Cleveland. Now it's Halverson, dug by Hornung. Bump set to Grace Cleveland. And a nice job there by Megan Renner. Tough serve by Hornung. Kinderman into the solo block from Cook. She will go back up and off hands. Back set from Runner to Cleveland, dug. And that ball goes long off the swing of Milton. Boilermakers hitting 277 on the match. After a bit of a dip here and an ace from Hornung. She got the friendly roll.
Shondell really talks about his high expectations for her, and in a press conference on Monday, he says that he just has to keep pushing her because she's nowhere near her potential, and that's really saying something for a player of her caliber.
It absolutely is, and he's 100% right. That's been true of the Boilermakers as a team this year too. So far, they've won a lot of matches, had a tough outing against Louisville, but I don't feel like any of them feel that they're close to a finished product at this point.
Long point here, well deserved. Castleman to Hornung. Haley Bush setting it over to Cleveland. Cleveland just misses the mark. Another point for the Mastodons.
As a team, the Mastodons 0 for 4 with 3 attack errors so far.
Crow sends that to Hornung. Bush sets Newton up. Otek serves it up to Levels. Hornung with the save. Bush is going to serve it up to Cleveland. She'll tap that over. Krukas with the save for the Mastodons. Hornung to Bush to J.L. Johnson. Otek. Cleveland's going to pound that one away. Make it point number 11. Raven Colvin has remained perfect. She's 6 for 6 tonight. She doesn't lead in kills, but she's second. Allie Hornung with a big one in her face. Otek saves that. Newton's going to toss that one over. The Mastodons sending that one over to Gates, but the Boilermaker block.
The Boilermakers looking to continue here. Tapped over the net by Colvin. Set. Koedinovic blocked by the freshman Allie Hornung, and the Boilermakers could not be more excited. Set point for the Boilermakers. The keys will jingle here in Holloway Gym. Madison Chitty with the reception. And another block for the freshman. The tandem, Raven Coleman and Allie Hornung, get the job done in the first set.
Those are very difficult balls to track down in the backcourt.
There's Newton out of the back, and that goes zigzagging down for Caitlin Newton.
This is not one of Russ Rose's elite Penn State teams. He was very frank about it. I've had teams that I knew were capable of winning a championship, and then there were teams like this one. We're just going to have to grind for every point we can put on the board. Nice swing off the left side, number 16, Madeline Cook, able to put that ball away. It's such a great point because the play leading to the immediate timeout, she stopped Cook a couple of times. Yeah. There's Haley Bush going with a tip once again. On the line, I thought that one was nothing but fine.
Yep. I think it started behind her head, although I don't think she carried it from behind her head to in front. She still got it out of her hand quickly.
In terms of where you're seated in the tournament. Bush has got room right on the sideline. Cook going off speed.
Keep the ball in play, combine that with some pressure, they can go on some runs.
High risk, high reward approach, but all reward so far, although it's Cook on the pin for Purdue. But looks very comfortable on the hardwood. The slide's not there. Franklin is. And Bush. Michigan State was ready for her in the back row. Max Brown kept it alive. Franklin, Newton rather too strong at a point for Michigan State.
Either one corner or the other, and if you're undersized and you're not elevating quite as high as others, you're going to see those hands in front of you.
Mo Hornung. Serving and in, back line, got the ace. Tough serve by Allie Hornung.
Tough reception. That's going to be an ace for the Boilermakers. It took a bad hop. That's an ace. Boilermakers hitting .317 as a team right now. Braves hitting 0. Bad reception off Serena Spark. That's an ace. Allie Hornung with 3 service aces. 1 here in this match. She gets a bad reception from Jasmine Green and make it 4 service aces here today.
Spent some time playing. It was a bit of a 3-person rotation for that second outside spot last year. Hornung with an ace. I'm really impressed by the service pressure from both teams. 2 of those sets were extra points. That's the way you start off a 5th set. Heavy serve, bring the heat.
There's an ace.
Those kinds of aces are the best.
Colvin's hands have been involved in 4 blocks so far to this evening.
Boilermakers able to keep that one alive. Back and forth we go. Banks one more time, trying to poke that one over.
And she finds it.
Experience on display for the redshirt junior. Boilermakers able to dig that one out. Raven Coleman almost had that one. Hornung digs it up. Raven Coleman one more time for the kill. Havin Gates sends this one away. Renner with the assist. Point Purdue, Eva Hudson again.
Here's Emily Brown to serve. Boy, terrific up. That's Hornung, leads to the point. That'll get him going.
For Hornung in the layout that she had to get that ball up. That's
tough serve, great pass. That's up in the rafters and comes back down. Hit the air duct work up top. Free ball, opportunity here for the Gophers. No touch, it's out.
Set point number 1. Where does Jones, a good look here, where does she go first with this serve? Poor pass. A swing for the set. Out of the back row, number 17 in black once again, Eva Hudson. You missed a good one, 29-27. It took Purdue 5 set points. Iowa had a set point of their own. A couple of challenges, very interesting. Nice cover by Hornung. Look at Hinkle. And can't quite keep that ball alive. Hinkle really hit the floor hard. So kind of a unique system. Balanceifer will set across the back row, and then Renner will set across the front row. Really nice bump set, but Hinkle again with a dig. Hornung right back at you. Poor free ball pass saved by Tessier. Smart shot by Anabanjo. Hard to put the ball down. Unless you're M. Ellis. Nice swing down the line. Headed towards a fourth set. Hornung right there, off speed and to the floor. Really smart shot.
And not having a challenge. There's nothing they can do about that.
Wow.
Wow.
Iowa's got to recapture their concentration right here.
Yeah.
Balanceifer. Nice delivery. That ball was good. Hornung flying. And that ball a touch off the block. Another very aggressive swing by number 12 in black, Ellis. Once again, Purdue playing without their libero, Maddie Skimmerhorn, but Hornung and the other DS is doing a very nice job at the defensive end. Hornung right on cue. What a good swing down the line.
Served by Caroline Barnes, the Illinois libero. First swing from Eva Hudson. Everyone has the green light to be served very aggressive.
Yeah, and sometimes you have teams that are strategic about where they want to serve and how they want to serve. Sometimes that first ball over, the server.
Good serve by Torrance. Hornung with the dig. Hudson down the line and not able to control it was Diana Brown, and Purdue off to a 2-0 start. Torrance, long pass to the front, Hudson, and down in front of Barnes, excellently executed.
Recognizing no one's there to block her, they didn't jump with her. Illinois didn't jump. Be able to just put that ball down.
Balanceifer goes and gets it. Cook to the middle of the floor, and the effort by Gregis, but could not keep it up off the floor. Check that. Illinois 142 overall, but 323 here in a crucial third. Swanson, overpass. Mosier had it rejected. Huge block for Hannah Clayton.
For Maddie Skimmerhorn, her sister Marissa working color commentary over for the radio squad here at Purdue. That one took a bad bounce off of a Scarlet Knight. Becca Williams just couldn't put it into play. Point Purdue, as well as Allie Hornung and Eva Hudson. Eva Hudson going to take a swing, puts that off of Madison Chitty, gets her first kill of the night to tie us here 3-all in the first set. That ball not hitting the floor. Hornung with the dig. Hudson attacks and gets the kill. Allie Hornung serves that wide to the right. Maddie Chin going to take a swing, kept alive by Williams from the back row. Megan Vernon puts it down in the middle. Taylor Humphrey going to swing on the outside. Hornung keeps it alive. Hudson out of the back row, unsuccessful, kept alive by Nair. Dumped off by Renner. Back again by Chin. Madison Chitty keeps it alive and it's sent over. What a rally this is. Boilermakers trying to put it away. Chin gets it off the arms of Williams.
Renner's ability to challenge at the net has been impressive all day.
Hard serve from Brown. Over to Kinkella. Kept alive by Hornung. She dives almost out of bounds. Hudson will just tap it over. And that's 4 touches. So Hudson gets the kill. She's approaching 20. She's got 19.
There's Allie Hornung at the service line. And she picks up the ace, a really difficult one, going right to Vanderwide.
Yeah, and Hornung's done a nice job for Purdue.
Service line is Allie Hornung. For Purdue, what a beautiful serve.
This energy is absolutely contagious throughout the stadium. Thanks, guys.
And Kate, right you are. This is looks like a completely different Indiana team.
Hornung sends it away, just able to get it over. And an ace for Allie Hornung.
Big block, and as Big Ten season goes along, it might get even harder.
Here she is. Kept alive by Haynes, who swings and was blocked by Colvin and Hudson. Alec, another point for Nebraska.
So as Nebraska gets later in sets.
Shondell really relying on the veteran presence she has brought to this team, transfer from Iowa. And an ace serve coming the other way as Northwestern now extends their lead to +3 late in set number 2.
That was going to be a shot that Shane Davis said he wanted his hitters to hit.
Hudson well off the net. And then just high hands. That's what she does well, that out-of-system hit. Hornung serving, TTA still in the back row. And an ace serve going the other way. It's now a 2-point game.
They were working really hard on hitting high hands.
And no midweek, so playing into the weekend with back-to-back matches. So lots of prep time for this Friday night match. As Moore looked for the donut, and Skimmerhorn got there, then Hornung. And free ball coming from Michigan State. Here's Moore winding up.
A great defensive effort by Purdue. Really lay out this ball for Hornung right there with the one-hand stab, but nice heads-up play by Michigan State in the end to finish it off by Malia Moore.
And Jess Robinson, player that Mark Rosen calls a rock star, serves, and boy, that was a heck of a kill from Raven Colvin. Go to Jess Merzick, one of their best at serve. Hudson slides over, comes through. Purdue back up 2.
And Chin been moving around kind of all season. We've seen her at the outside position, but doing really well on the opposite, adjusting.
Kind of a summary of her career that you just gave. There's Hornung taking a swing. How about that? The background kill.
Ball right in front of you. You're not going to give a free ball. Take a big rip out.
We're seeing Grace Balanciefer get a brunt.
Sam Sire on the serve, and we are back underway after the Purdue timeout. This is Torrance coming over to her bench. Boilermakers just need to get this over. Nice job by Hudson there to keep it in. And Dowler goes to the attack, but Purdue snuffed it out. Dug out by Gomillion. Far side, this is Jones. Dug out again by Hornung. And this is Colvin. It's down. Another kill for her, and her amazing night continues.
Raising the blood pressure here in College Park.
Serve from Hornung. And a mistake by Sire. We're tied. And it's going to be Hornung on the serve. She will hit it over. Sire with the dig. Gomillion, did she keep it alive? No.
And just a little bit of a misplay there.
Tough serve. Head coach Dave Shondell called her a freak of nature in the best way possible with all of her athleticism and speed. Back-to-back points for the Boilermakers, and a name you're going to hear pretty frequently tonight, sophomore Eva Hudson. Hornung sends it away with the 2-0 lead for the Boilermakers, and back-to-back aces for Allie Hornung.
We'll call that one deuces. 3-0 Purdue. But Allie Hornung gets the credit for the play. Look at the hustle and the punch to keep it alive. She gave up a free play, but Hudson was there to stuff it at the net.
Coin, 11 kills, 2 blocks thus far. Great job, Boilermakers keep it up. Hudson taps it over. Loyola able to play it. That one went long.
Your defense, Allie Hornung as a DS, not the and luckily they got Hornung serving. He's got 2 aces today already.
Hornung able to get it over. Set up at the net. Hornung with a nice dig. Anderson gets it up. Hudson gets it over.
Free play for Loyola here.
Chloe Chacoin.
Allie Hornung. That's an ace.
It does, and we have Anderson, or Kenna Willard, coming out of the game. Like you mentioned, not too much playing time, but able to make an impact when she does come in for her team now and finding her own stride. And
as it is 6-5, Ohio State. Purdue has crawled their way back into it. It seemed to go over the head of Taylor. She actually ducked out of the way, but It was too close. It's 6-6.
And you see she looks comfortable, knows when to go after it.
An ace for Hornung, the first of the match for Purdue.
With all that was going on a Saturday night, people wanted their volleyball. And this is a tied first set off of the service ace for Hornung.
There's lots of rules behind all that, whether a libero can set the ball in front of the 10-foot line to a hitter, when they can attack.
You're right, that was Skimmerhorn, my fault.
And an ace for Allie Hornung, and back-to-back points for the Boilermakers. Bonus volleyball here on Big Ten Plus as Hornung sends that one away, and she finds the floor. Ace for Allie Hornung, win for the Boilermakers in set number 2.
Just being able to eclipse the 1,000 kill mark as a near ace almost gets away for the Spartans, but nonetheless, Grace Kelly with the attack error.
It's those last few points that they can try and take this third set with.
Oldham tried to dig it out nicely, battled around Bishop and Kelly trying to get it over the net, and it is not only set point, but match point in East Lansing.
Aaliyah Carter, Eva Hudson digs it out. Chacoin taps it over. Carter again, Anderson this time. Hornung to Chacoin. Chloe Chacoin. 5-4 early on here in set 3. Hudson plays it to the net. Woolard taps it over off the hand. Allie Hornung, oh my goodness.
And eventually freeing up Chloe Chacoin on the outside.
The New Albany, Indiana native sending that one away, and Allie Hornung getting her first ace of the matchup, her second of the season. 649 assists, team high last season. Hudson, good. Eva Hudson with the kill, her 4th.
Yeah, obviously first priority, first year, last year setting the team. Now she can add some layers in her second year as Purdue setter. And Hudson finds a seam in the back. Trying to grab one back after Purdue won the opening set, 25-19. Anderson out for Woolard. Bishop with hands on it. Kulig with hands on that. Hornung takes the second ball and rattled through the block for Eva Hudson.
And is really playing with her whole heart this year. She's had different setters every single year that she's been at Purdue, and she's still found a way to be productive.
Oh, no. Caught of roasted marshmallows there. Chacoin with the roll right into the campfire.
I feel like she's been almost automatic on that left side.
On the slide. First time Andy Jackson has swung and not had a kill. That one goes off the block and out point for Purdue.
Grace Olson also with 3 service aces in that matchup against Washington. Chloe Chacoin with a big swing, a nice dig though for the Bruins to keep it up. To Kiki Horn. Off the hands of Kenna Woolard. Set out of the back row. Eva Hudson off the block of Kiki Horn, and Hudson finds the floor. She's now in double digits, her 10th kill of the matchup.
And keeping this set alive.
Lourdes Myers out of the middle, credited with that block, her second of the matchup. UCLA trying to respond. Truly off the block. Boilers keep it alive to Hudson. Nice dig out of the back row from Breon. Served, tapped. Anderson somehow keeps it up to Hudson. Eva Hudson with the finish. 24-23 as the Boilers.
Still very early in the first set, but so far so good. There's almost an ace. It's cleared by the libero, Allie Hornung. And Chloe Chacoin with the power tip saves that point for Purdue.
And she has to have so many tools in her tool belt. Right here, you'll see it's not the most ideal situation to double.
Allie Hornung serves. Her sister was a very decorated libero for Purdue as well. Tatum with the swing. It's dug by Hudson. Here's Chacoin. Off a touch, point Purdue.
That's a Chloe Chacoin special.
Can't speak for the coaches, but we'd love a nice long match here inside Mackey Arena.
I always love 5 sets. Come on.
Allie Hornung with the bump set to Woolard, and she drops that one down in the middle of the back row. That's an ace serve for Allie Hornung, the senior from New.
Respond here again, giving Purdue all it can handle. Adam Hughes talking about not finishing sets, need to do it. We start doing it, maybe that.
The senior from New Albany, Ohio. Hayworth on the back set finds Maple. And the dump. Taylor Anderson, one of the best setters in the Big Ten. 22-18. The lead is cut to 4. Eva Hudson on the serve. Maple back into the game, digs it out. Avery Tatum, controlled by Purdue. Hornung, Chacoin. The tip.
Bierstadt from Apilia, Nebraska, joust at the net, won by the Boilers. Boilers really dominating at the net here this evening. 18-11 now Purdue. And that one, Purdue Boilermakers, their fourth. That one went out of the hands of.
Very first swing of the night from her. She's going to be a name that we call a lot this evening.
Dave Shondell talking about tough serving for his team. That's a nifty start there. Again, they've won 6 in a row, Audra, but all games they probably were expected to win. Can they get a big road win against a top 5 team to even better their resume for the upcoming NCAA tournament?
Yeah, without a doubt. This is a huge one for Purdue.
And again, really starting to find her game after being in a little bit of a funk in a stretch this season. Nice pancake. Beautiful layout from Hornung to keep it alive. Juravicius had the power shot denied last time. Goes off speed this time. And now pumped by Hudson. And a tough touch for the Nittany Lions.
Defensive effort that Purdue always shows. It's going to be demonstrated right here. Take a look at Hornung.
It falls to the deck. Point Purdue. And the Boilermakers up 2. Merzick with a cut. Juravicius denied. Anderson going back, and Carr comes cross court. Pennsylvania started to see more and more time here last few weeks for the Boilermakers.
Senior from New Albany, Indiana, Allie Hornung back to serve it away. And she is treated with a service ace. Back to serve is Verbeest. Oilers get it back. Hudson ricocheting it off a couple of Trojan hands. 58%. To Chacoin. Tap. Pancake dig by Hornung, keeping it off the ground. Back to Batenhorst. Chacoin keeps it up. Hudson out of the back row. Somehow USC keeps it up. Back and forth we go. Boilers keep it up. Again, Batenhorst. Hornung keeps it alive. Carr. Gosnell now back to Batenhorst. And USC gets the point after a long rally.
To Taylor Anderson and her ability to deliver.
Hornung drops in an ace.
The service game so far in this one. And a tough pass there leads the Huskies out of system. Inslee forced to tip. And Hudson rises, fires, and it hits the floor.
I mean, well, you could see libero Lauren Baez there pumping up the front row, giving them little pointers. She's been such a vocal voice for this team and leader on the court.
Hudson. And up from Baez, and now Barton. Purdue making a nice defensive play to keep that one alive. They go back to Barton, and Hornung, the libero, with the up. Inslee sticks the fist out and able to get that one over the net. Chacoin, she's been quiet in this game. And now Barton chewing the block, a 6-0 Washington run.